Hi, my name is IRENNECHC and I'm an artist. My real name is Irene Chamorro Cuesta. I was born in Valladolid, Spain, and I have African roots and Spanish roots. My mom is from León, Spain, and my dad was from Nigeria. So I mix it, and I'm really proud of my roots. I decided to create IRENNECHC as my artistic name because I needed a shorter name than my real name. Irene Chamorro Cuesta is very long, so I decided to create a shorter name. And I just duplicate the N and I added CHC. CHC are the initials of my surnames, and it's also a tribute to my mother. The name is Chamorro. So IRENNECHC is an easier and it's easy to pronounce and easy to read, and the sound for me is really good. I think IRENNECHC sounds good. So it's just because I decided to create it. So here it is. This is my logo. We can see in the middle of my logo an I, which is my initial of my name, Irene. And then we can see CHC, which mean they are the initials of my surnames and the initials of my mother also. And then we can see the horns. The horns represent my strength and determination, and also represent my astronomical sign, Taurus. Then we can see the wings. The wings represent my freedom as a person and as an artist. And also they represent my protection. And finally, we can see the star, which is the most important sign of my logo. And the star represents my direction, my determination, my vision, my protection, and my purpose. You know, it's a very sophisticated logo, so many elements, but it's the perfect reflection of my personality as an artist and as a person too. Yes, I designed it. I designed my logo. I had the idea around 1.5 years. And yeah, when I finally found the structure and the order of the elements, I decided to work with so many graphic designers that helped me to, to make my logo more serious and with more structure and more order, So I'm really happy with the result. And yeah, it's the perfect reflection of me, I've been working as a stylist and fashion consultant till now for different showrooms, brands, and for individual people. But my real passion is music, to make music, writing the songs and singing. The best way I have to express myself, my sense, who I am, is through music and fashion. And the best way I have to communicate my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, my experiences is through art, through my art, through music and fashion. But music is my real passion and is my purpose, because I want to share all of that, of those experiences, of those feelings with people. So yeah, it's because my purpose, because when I make music, I feel happy and I feel free and I feel complete. I started singing at 5, 6 years old, around that age. And I started writing songs around, 1.5 years ago, more seriously. But I thought that for me it was easier to sing than write songs. But I discovered recently that singing and writing are my talents at the same time. They are both my talents. Singing and writing songs, yeah. Music, no, I didn't start music. I didn't study music. I think it's an innate energy in me. I always have the potential. I always feel like I have the potential to do it. So I could say like it's an innate talent on me. Music is my purpose. So it's the most important thing now for me professionally, doing music, write music, create new sounds, writing new lyrics. I think that music has always been a very important thing in my life. I've been listening to music since I was around 5, 6, 7 years old. So music has always been next to me and helped me in different moments of my life, good moments, bad moments, tough moments, and pleasure moments, happy moments, fun moments. So it's just because I want to make music and now as an artist and share with people those moments, those experiences, and those emotions. The genres that influence my music the most are R&B music, contemporary R&B, new soul, pop, rock, trap, dancehall, and reggae, a little bit reggae. But the most important genre of my sound is contemporary R&B, contemporary R&B music. And the artists who influence my sounds the most in R&B music are The Weeknd, The Dream, Mariah Carey, Tina Turner, Ne-Yo, Ciara, Beyonce. In new soul, I would say John Legend, Alicia Keys. In pop music, Britney Spears and Lady Gaga, but most definitely Britney Spears. In rap music, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Nicki Minaj, Cecilia Banks, Lil Wayne, and Rick Ross. And in trap music, Gucci Mane, T.I., Young Jeezy, and Future. In dancehall, Rihanna and Drake. And in African music, Nigerian music, Nijola and Davido. And the producers who influence my sound the most are Timbaland, Sweet Beats, Nat Tucano, and Max Martin. Music is the best way I have to express myself verbally, and fashion is the best way I have to express myself visually. So it's just because music and fashion are the perfect match for me. My music is in Spanish and in English, but honestly, for me, it's easier writing songs in English because I've been listening Canadian music, Afro-American music, British music since I was a little girl. So for me, it's easier to write in English, but I can also write in Spanish. Yes, I can dance, but I prefer to do it with freedom, For me to do a choreography is, a little bit limited. Because when I am singing and I express my feelings through songs, I prefer, doing my moves with freedom. So yeah, I can dance and I love dance, and it's a very important element to complete my music. Yes. Right now, I'm working so hard for my musical projects. It's not just one musical project, it's a few musical projects. But I would say like it's a mix, a composition. The structure of my project is songs and visuals. So basically, I've been writing a lot of songs, and now I'm working on my visuals. So yeah, it's a mix between songs and visuals. Yeah. My music is for everybody, no matter what is your language, your culture, your race. If you're a man, if you're a woman, no matter what is your age. When I make music, I just, when I'm writing a song, I'm just thinking about my feelings and what I have to express through that song, through that sound. And I'm not thinking about, I'm gonna write a song for that specific type of group. No, my music is for everybody. It's for, for the people who really connect with my sound and with my message. As an artist, what inspires me the most? My experiences, definitely. My good experiences, my bad experiences, but relationships, friendships, everything. I would say all the experiences I've been through. Madrid is a very important city for me because here I discover myself as an artist and also as a person. So, Madrid inspires me a lot. The buildings, the streets, the lifestyles, the people from different cultures, different ages, who speak different languages, different religions, everything. And, but most definitely the lifestyle, because when I'm here in Madrid, I feel so free and I feel so secure, but at the same time, I'm feeling so free and I feel so myself. And so, and that feeling make me happy. Definitely my mother. She is the most important person of my life. I've been learning from her a lot of things, a lot of values like respect, equality, strength, effort, responsibility, critical thought, solidarity, passion, purpose. A lot of values, She always had an incredible talent to communicate. I think that I've learned from her as an artist, the art of communication. She has a special talent she always had the special talent to connect with people's feelings, with people's emotions. So I've learned from her that specific thing, the art of communication. And yes, I'm really proud of her. And she is my role model, my main role model. My musical project is fresh, is innovative, is very honest, very personal, and a little bit provocative, but most definitely very, very honest. I hope the next year, I think that we will see so many surprises. The next year, definitely. I decided to keep my talent on secret till now because when I was a little girl, I didn't have the confidence, I didn't have the vision or the determination or the experiences to share a message through my music. So this is one of the reasons. And the second reason is, I was, how can I say that, I decided to keep it a secret because I think that when you have a dream, you have to protect the dream. You have to protect yourself till you are ready. But you have to protect your dream because so many people around you maybe don't understand your dream don't understand your purpose. So around me, I've never met an artist. So for me, it was a little bit difficult to say to my environment that I'm an artist, and at that time that I want to be an artist. So they probably, say to me, Irene, this is not for you. That's not possible. You have to study a degree and go to university or to college and then looking for a serious job, But, I think that it's destiny. I'm here. I'm doing what I love, and I feel so happy and so free when I make music. So it's just because I feel and I really know that I'm in my purpose. Yes, of course. No matter what they say about you, just believe yourself first time, trust in you. No matter what they say about you, just believe yourself, trust in you. Ellos piensan que no podrás, que en el camino te rendirás. No dejes que ellos puedan más. Todos tus sueños se cumplirán. Now I'm feeling in the right direction. Now I'm feeling my true inspiration. So then you are in the right direction. Cause your talent is your biggest expression. Now that your power is in my possession, I've been chosen out of delegation. Is this the name, my predestination? Cause my talent is my biggest expression, yeah.